Good afternoon, everyone. A little later than normal, 5:25 here in the UK on the 6th of October. We're looking at VectorVest USA. It's about 25 past 12 there, so lunchtime there. And things are looking good. We've got twice as many advances as declined. And as you can see, the S&P is holding on to that 3400 level. We'll have a look at that in a moment. The short-term trend is up. The underlying trend turned up yesterday, and the pointer is mildly bullish, and VectorVest advocates buying safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price at this time. As we'll see in a second, the medium-term market timing system, the DEW, has turned up as well. And in fact, let's just go to that now. If we pull up, I might have done it already. I've done it already. There's the VectorVest composite of the USA. And I've loaded the DEW market timing layout, and as you can see, it's a 30-day weighted moving average, a detrended price oscillator with a 20-day look back period, and simple-mindedly and very robustly, when the price is above the moving average and the DPO is above its center line, we get a green triangle. We got a sell signal just there. That was a good sell signal on the 8th. And we didn't know what was going to happen next. This could have fallen through the floor like February. I, in fact, liquidated most of my spread bets, all of my spread bets at that point, if you can remember. And last night, we got a DEW up after a very, very strong day that I'm sure you know all about. So apart from the longest term measure of the trend, the confirmed call, everything else is up. I'll put on the confirmed calls. There's the confirmed calls, and the last confirmed call, 11th of September, is down. So I think that certainly position traders and swing traders can start to take positions. I've been taking positions since the primary wave turned up a few days ago. That's the short-term trend. A little dangerous, I know, but all looks is going quite well. So if we have a look at what I'm holding, I bought one more stock since the last time. I'm still holding AMD. Rock is going really well. So let's just have a quick look at these. And that's AMD. There is the earnings per share down below. We'll put up a 6-month chart, and it's still making its way up here, finding some resistance. I bet you there's a fib level there that people are selling into, but all looks good to me, and I'm certainly going to hold that. That's Rock, and Rock construction, as you can see, this magnificent earnings per share rising, and if I put on value, you can see the value is right up there. So undervalued, growing earnings strongly, well above its stop loss. All is good. It broke out of that little triangle. If I go to a 3-month chart, I can put on the short-term trend for you, which was the primary wave. Living dangerously, I know, but the primary wave broke up on that particular day, and it also broke out a little triangle. So for me, I felt that was a good place to buy some. 65, it's only gone to 68, but it's going the right way, I think you would agree. So let's take off the primary wave. As you know, I hate cluttered charts. I couldn't resist buying some CNC, and CNC earnings per share is rising. I've been very lucky in this share over the years. If we look at a longer graph, that's what's happened. It's pulled back here in 3 waves, folks, and it stopped at that 62% retracement, which is always strong. This is an impulse wave pulled back in what looks like corrective waves, and I think, in the words of my old rugby coach, the ball is in, the game is on here for an advance to 75. We put on value, we can see the values right up in the cloud somewhere. Couldn't resist when I saw it break this little trend line, there's a trend line in place here. I think a fairly decent trend line in place with 1, 2, 3, 4 touches broke, but it broke on an outside day. You see that outside day, always very strong, so I couldn't resist buying a little bit of that as it broke up through that high. That was done yesterday. That was just after a Q&A session yesterday afternoon, and it's going. We shall see. Nobody knows what's going to happen next, but it's going the right way. That's Target. And Target bought into it there. We put the primary wave on. You can see pretty much the same thing. Loved this cup and handle. I really loved the cup and handle. That's been very good to me over the years. And Apple, not coming to the party to any great extent. Bought it just there, and it's hanging in there pretty much where I bought it, which a little worrying. And that's the gold market. I'm worried about the gold market, folks. I'll do a separate video on gold in the next couple of days. Gold doesn't seem to want to move up, and silver looks very weak indeed. So we could quite easily chart a double bottom here. This is the GDX. I still haven't bought any UK gold mining stocks as yet, and the gold price not moving up with any urgency whatsoever. So that's what I've been doing in the US. I'm reasonably happy with those. Let's have a look at the S&P itself, and 405, very big level. And some friends who are floor traders tell me that's a huge level that everybody's watching, that 3405 level. There is the 3-month chart, and that, as you know, was 62% of the last range, and this all looks good to me. It's just going to take a while to break these highs, so we have to be strong here. We just have to sit and be strong. Break above that high was really good indeed, although I haven't got any futures positions this afternoon at all. So reasonably happy there. In the UK, well, that's last night's close, folks. 3 green lights. Up situation. We've got a confirmed up, and if we go to the timing of the UK market, there's the timing. Let's go to the DEW layout again. There's the DEW layout. These envelopes don't have any use at the moment. It's not piercing those, so if I make that red so we can see it, sorry about that, should have had that done already, and put on the DEW, and the DEW in the UK is still down, although it's crossed and closed above the moving average. The DPO still hasn't gone above 0, so with any luck that's going to happen tonight. So the DEW is still down, although the DEW has been in a series of whipsaw signals here. So pretty much everything in the UK is up, and if we go back, all looks quite good here. I'm going to go to my little portfolio, March 24th. I really haven't done much with these. Pretty much the only thing I had to do in this portfolio was stop out of those 2 gold stocks. I think I spoke about Plus. I bought into Plus, and it still hasn't broken that neckline. I bought into it. I don't know what it's done today, but I bought into it based on this outside day, and it still hasn't broken up through. So if you're not in, wait for a close above that line. Again, you can see this earnings per share moving up very strongly indeed. The rest of them are looking great. Avon up again. It's been outstanding, hasn't it? Lion Trust had a really good run, pulled back a bit, and Games Workshop sitting at 105. Okay, so all are looking pretty good there. And Cranswick seems to want to push back up. As you know, it got to well over 40, and it then came back and found support. If we have a look at this, and maybe over 5 years, we can see this very important support resistance level. It's now become support in Cranswick. So it looks to me, as you can see, very nice candle on the weekly chart. You see that beautiful candle on the weekly chart, very strong candle. So it looks to me that's as soon as you see this going to buy Cranswick, if you want to add to the position, I think this is probably a great level to add to that position. we have a confirmed up. The short-term trend is up, the pointer's in the green, so if you want to initiate a new position, I think that's probably a very good level to buy into Cranswick, an exceptionally well managed company. If we have a look at the VectorVest metrics, it's significantly undervalued. The RV is 1.37, that's excellent. The RS is 1.38, that's excellent. And CI is not a bad 1.21, which is good. So probably a very, very good place to add into a really well managed little company called Cranswick. So I hope that you found this useful, folks. I'll have another video for you tomorrow where I'll look at the gold market itself. A little bit worried that we could see another leg back before this market starts to go. But my son keeps telling me that I'm not happy unless I've got something to worry about, so maybe that's just me being unnecessarily nervous, but something in my stomach tells me it needs to pull back one more time before it goes, and I'll do my best to analyze that thoroughly for you and give you the various scenarios during the day tomorrow. Bye bye.